Hello, football lovers. Once again, welcome to this masterpiece. In this episode, we take a closer look at one of the biggest football stories making headlines in Uganda. The reigning giants of Ugandan football, Vipers Sports Club, have firmly rejected FUFA's proposed new format for the Uganda Premier League. But why would one of the country's top clubs say no to reforms that promise change, more excitement, and a fresh structure for the league? In this video, we break down the reasons behind Vipers SC's bold stand. From concerns over sporting fairness, to financial implications, player eligibility rules, and even the risk of losing fan engagement and sponsorships, we'll uncover every detail that has fueled this rejection. Stay tuned, as we explain not just what Vipers said, but also what this means for the future of Ugandan football. This is the story of Vipers SC versus FUFA's new Premier League format. Let's dive in now. This is Vipers Sports Club. Before we dive further into why Vipers SC said no to the new Uganda Premier League format, let's take a moment to look at the rich history and remarkable achievements of this iconic club. Vipers Sports Club, based in Katende, Wakiso district, has grown from humble beginnings to become one of Uganda's football powerhouses. Founded in 1969, the club has steadily built a reputation for excellence, discipline, and a commitment to nurturing local talent. Over the years, Vipers SC has become a symbol of professionalism and consistency in Ugandan football. On the national stage, Vipers SC has been a dominant force in the Uganda Premier League. They have won the league title multiple times, consistently challenging for the top spot and setting high standards for other clubs to follow. Their dominance has not only earned them trophies but also respect from fans, players, and rival clubs alike. The club's impact extends beyond domestic competitions. Vipers SC has represented Uganda in continental tournaments, including the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation Cup, gaining valuable experience and putting Ugandan football on the African map. These international outings have showcased the club's ambition, talent, and determination to compete at the highest levels. Vipers SC is also renowned for its youth development programs, producing some of the country's brightest football stars. Many players who have come through the Vipers system have gone on to shine both locally and internationally, demonstrating the club's commitment to building the future of Ugandan football. In short, Vipers SC is more than just a football club. It is a pillar of Ugandan football, a team with a legacy of achievement, and a club that has earned the right to voice its opinions on the direction of the game in the country. Understanding this history helps us better appreciate why Vipers SC has taken such a strong stand against the proposed new league format. Their commitment to fairness, sustainability, and the long-term health of Ugandan football is deeply rooted in decades of excellence and success. What is the new league format proposed by FUFA? Now that we've explored the history and achievements of Vipers SC, let's take a closer look at the new Uganda Premier League format proposed by FUFA, which has sparked so much debate. Under this new system, the league will be divided into three distinct phases. Phase 1, all 16 teams will play each other once. This means that each club will have a single match against every other team in the league. After this initial round, the teams will be ranked based on their performance. Phase 2, the league will then split into two groups, the top 8 and the bottom 8. Teams within each group will play each other in home and away matches, creating intense competition for both the title contenders and those fighting to avoid relegation. Phase 3, after the second phase, the competition narrows further. The top 6 teams from the leading group will compete for the championship, while the bottom 6 teams from the lower group will battle to avoid relegation. This final stage is intended to maintain excitement until the very end of the season. However, one of the most controversial aspects of this format is the resetting of points after the first phase. This means that regardless of how well a team performs in the first round, all points will be wiped clean before entering the next stage. For clubs like Vipers SC, who consistently perform at the top, this raises serious concerns about fairness and sporting integrity. The new format also introduces changes to revenue distribution, player eligibility rules, and match arrangements, all of which have contributed to the ongoing debate among clubs, fans, and football stakeholders in Uganda. In essence, FUFA's proposal aims to make the league more competitive and engaging, but as we will see, it has also created significant controversy and resistance from some of Uganda's top football clubs. Vipers SC's objections. According to multiple reports, these are the main reasons Vipers SC give for rejecting the format. Number 1, sporting integrity and fairness concerns. Having understood the details of the new Uganda Premier League format proposed by FUFA, it's now important to explore why Vipers SC decided to reject it. Their objections are based on multiple factors, but at the very top of the list is sporting integrity and fairness. Vipers SC believes that resetting points after the first phase undermines the very foundation of competition. In a traditional league, every match, every goal, and every point earned counts toward a team's final standing. Teams that work hard to perform well in the opening rounds expect their efforts to be recognized and rewarded. Under the proposed system, even if a team dominates the first phase, all points would be wiped clean before entering the next stage. This, according to Vipers SC, dilutes the value of performance, making the league less about consistent excellence and more about luck or timing. Another concern is the potential imbalance of home and away matches in the later phases. The structure could unintentionally favor certain teams while disadvantaging others, which again raises questions about fairness. Football, Vipers SC insists, must remain a level playing field, where results reflect skill, preparation, and effort, not an arbitrary reset of points. For Vipers SC, these fairness concerns go beyond just a rule change. They touch the heart of the league's credibility. A league perceived as unfair can lose the trust of fans, players, and sponsors, which ultimately affects the growth of Ugandan football. In short, the club's first and foremost objection is about preserving the integrity of the game, ensuring that effort, talent, and consistency are truly rewarded, and that no team is unfairly penalized by a system that resets the playing field mid-season. Number 2. Financial issues. Moving on to the second major objection raised by Vipers SC, we turn our attention to financial concerns. For any football club, sustainability and revenue management are critical. Vipers SC has highlighted that under FUFA's proposed new league format, matchday revenues and revenue-sharing arrangements would be significantly altered. In the new system, home teams are expected to receive less revenue from ticket sales compared to the current format. For single-header matches, clubs would retain only 85% of the gate collections, and for double-header matches, the share could drop to as low as 35%. For a club that already invests heavily in player salaries, staff, logistics, and stadium maintenance, this reduction in income is far from trivial. Vipers SC argues that such a financial model threatens the sustainability of clubs, especially those who rely on matchday revenues as a significant portion of their operating budget. The cost of running a professional football club continues to rise, and reducing revenue without providing alternative support could make it difficult to maintain high standards on and off the pitch. In essence, the club's stance is clear: while innovation in league structure can be positive, it must not jeopardize the financial health of teams that form the backbone of Ugandan football. Without stability, even the most competitive and talented teams may struggle to survive, ultimately weakening the league as a whole. Financial fairness, alongside sporting integrity, is therefore at the core of Vipers SC's objection, a reminder that football is not just about the game on the pitch, but also about sustaining clubs, players, and the fans who support them. Number 3. Legal, contractual concerns. Now, let's examine the third major reason why Vipers SC rejected FUFA's proposed new league format: legal and contractual concerns. One of the key issues raised by the club relates to player eligibility rules. Under the proposed system, only players with at least 2 years remaining on their contracts would be eligible to participate in the league. Vipers SC argues that this could unfairly sideline players who are under valid contracts but with less than 2 years left, potentially violating their rights and disrupting team planning. In addition to player eligibility, there are concerns regarding the requirement for clubs to share confidential business and sporting information with FUFA. While transparency is important, Vipers SC believes that forcing clubs to release sensitive financial and operational data could breach Uganda's Data Protection and Privacy Act, raising legal risks for the clubs. These legal and contractual concerns are significant because they touch on the foundations of professionalism and governance within the league. Clubs operate under legally binding contracts with players, staff, and sponsors, and any changes to rules that conflict with these agreements could have far-reaching consequences. For Vipers SC, the message is clear: reforms should enhance the league, not put clubs at legal risk or undermine existing contractual obligations. Ensuring fairness on the field must go hand in hand with respecting the legal and contractual frameworks that protect players, staff, and clubs alike. In short, this objection highlights that while structural reforms can be beneficial, they must align with the law, respect contracts, and safeguard all stakeholders in Ugandan football. Number 4. Lack of adequate stakeholder consultation. Moving on to the fourth major objection, Vipers SC has raised serious concerns about the lack of adequate consultation with key stakeholders before FUFA announced the new league format. According to the club, the reforms were developed and presented without meaningful engagement with the very people most affected: the clubs, players, fans, and sponsors. Vipers SC emphasizes that for a league to succeed, all stakeholders must have a voice in shaping its rules, structure, and operations. The club points out that they, along with other teams, had submitted letters and petitions highlighting concerns about the proposed format. However, these inputs were reportedly ignored, creating frustration and a sense that the process was not transparent or inclusive. For Vipers SC, stakeholder consultation is not just a procedural step, it's about building trust, ensuring fairness, and creating a league that works for everyone involved. Implementing major changes without proper dialogue risks alienating clubs, fans, and sponsors, and could undermine the league's credibility and long-term growth. In short, the objection reflects the club's belief that no reform should be imposed unilaterally. Football thrives when all voices are heard, and Vipers SC's stand sends a clear message: meaningful consultation is essential for any successful and sustainable change in Ugandan football. Number 5. Commercial and fan engagement risks. Next, we examine the fifth major concern raised by Vipers SC: commercial and fan engagement risks associated with FUFA's proposed league format. Vipers SC argues that the new system is too complex and confusing, not just for clubs but also for fans, sponsors, and broadcasters. Football thrives on clarity and excitement, and when the structure of the league becomes complicated, it can lead to lower match attendance, reduced fan interest, and decreased sponsor engagement. The club also points out that sponsorship agreements are often drawn up based on the current league format. Sudden changes to the structure, revenue distribution, or scheduling could breach these contracts, creating additional legal and financial challenges. Sponsors and commercial partners value stability and predictability, elements that Vipers SC feels the new format undermines. Moreover, fan loyalty and engagement are central to a club's identity and success. By introducing a format that is difficult to follow, the league risks alienating supporters, which can impact ticket sales, merchandise, and overall enthusiasm for Ugandan football. In essence, Vipers SC's objection highlights that football is not just about the game on the pitch. A successful league also depends on strong fan engagement, vibrant commercial partnerships, and a system that stakeholders can understand and support. Without these, even the most ambitious reforms can fail to achieve the goals. For Vipers SC, protecting fan loyalty and commercial stability is as important as maintaining sporting fairness. Both are crucial for the long-term growth of the league. Number 6. Independence and autonomy. Moving on to the sixth key objection, Vipers SC raised concerns about independence and autonomy under FUFA's proposed league format. The club feels that tying financial support directly to acceptance of the new system amounts to a form of pressure or coercion. FUFA proposed funding of approximately 3.4 billion Ugandan shillings, but clubs were expected to accept the new format to access this support. Vipers SC argues that this approach undermines the independence of football clubs and forces them to make decisions under financial threat rather than genuine agreement. For a professional football club, autonomy is essential. Clubs must have the freedom to make decisions that align with their values, strategic goals, and long-term plans. Accepting reforms solely because of financial incentives could compromise a club's principles and jeopardize its ability to act in the best interest of players, staff, and supporters. Vipers SC insists that reforms should be adopted through collaboration and mutual agreement, not imposed under financial pressure. They believe that true progress in Ugandan football requires a balanced relationship between FUFA and clubs, one that respects each club's independence while fostering growth for the league as a whole. In summary, this objection underscores the importance of decision-making freedom for clubs. Financial support should enable growth, not dictate compliance, and Vipers SC's stand sends a strong message about the value of autonomy in shaping the future of Ugandan football. Number 7. Timeliness and rollout concerns. Finally, we come to the seventh major objection raised by Vipers SC: concerns about timeliness and the rollout of the new league format. The club argues that FUFA's proposed changes were introduced too quickly, without giving clubs sufficient time to study, plan, and prepare for such a fundamental shift. Implementing a three-phase league with new rules, revenue structures, and scheduling demands careful planning and coordination, and rushing the process can create confusion and operational challenges. Vipers SC emphasizes that sudden changes can disrupt team preparations, player contracts, and logistical arrangements. They believe that a league reform of this magnitude should be phased in gradually, with proper consultation and lead time to ensure that all clubs are ready and capable of adapting successfully. Moreover, timing is critical for fans and sponsors as well. Abrupt changes can affect fan engagement, ticket sales, and commercial partnerships, potentially reducing confidence in the league and its management. In short, Vipers SC's objection on timeliness highlights the importance of strategic rollout. Reforms may be necessary, but they must be implemented thoughtfully, with adequate notice, planning, and communication to all stakeholders, ensuring the league continues to operate smoothly and fairly for everyone involved. Some of the benefits of the new league format. Under the old league format, all 16 teams would play each other twice, home and away, throughout the season. While this system had its merits, it often led to predictable outcomes and left little room for excitement towards the end of the season, especially for mid-table teams. Now, the new league format introduces a three-phase structure, designed to make the competition more competitive and engaging. Increased competitiveness. In the first phase, each team plays each other once. This shorter, condensed schedule means every match carries more weight. Teams can no longer rely on accumulating points gradually, they must perform consistently from the very start. Playoffs and Championship Phase. After Phase 1, the league splits into groups for the playoffs and championship rounds. This ensures that the best teams face off in high-stakes matches, creating more drama and excitement for fans and sponsors alike. Motivation for mid-table teams. In the old format, mid-table teams often had little to play for by the final matches. With the new system, even mid-tier teams have the chance to fight for playoff positions, keeping the league competitive until the very end. Better player exposure. The new format encourages intense, high-profile matches throughout the season. This gives players more opportunities to shine on a bigger stage, attracting scouts and opening doors for transfers both locally and internationally. Commercial and fan engagement benefits. High-stakes matches mean more excitement, bigger crowds, and increased fan engagement. Sponsors and broadcasters also benefit, making the league more financially sustainable and appealing. Of course, not everyone is happy with the change. Clubs like Vipers SC have raised concerns, mainly about consistency and logistics. But even with these challenges, the new format aims to inject energy, competitiveness, and unpredictability into Ugandan football. So, while Vipers SC might have their reasons for saying no, the new league format offers many advantages that could shape the future of Ugandan football. What do you think? Is it time for a fresh start, or should the old format stay? And sir, at the very peak of this story, one thing is clear: Vipers SC's rejection of the new Uganda Premier League format was not an act of defiance, but a call for fairness, sustainability, and respect for the game. Their stand has sparked a debate that goes far beyond just one club. It is a debate about the future of Ugandan football itself. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Vipers SC was right to say no? Or should they have embraced FUFA's reforms for the good of the league? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your views matter in shaping this conversation. And before you go, don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe for more powerful Ugandan stories like this one. Tomorrow, we meet again right here with yet another epic Uganda masterpiece that you won't want to miss. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep the love for Ugandan football alive.